abusua team legal wife for say mo sole ana mu yedede obie ne ho betimi de ne ho atoto eye maami Akosuah Serwaah se sanse maami Akosuah Serwaah no abobla o no ne ma papa o ne ka papa now wo house help den na odon ho toto obi a oyiskani anaso oyo odefo dada entimu amwo media no so amsole a na mo de maami Akosuah Serwaah toto odo broni no mo behwe ya mo hwe one na team legal wise for edeba omo sole an omo de maami Akosuah Serwaah compare odo broni omo say odo broni onka ho cleaner entimi ne obi a onye cleaner embeye peda if say maami Akosuah Serwaah no woni sika enema ye befa wo odo broni as a cleaner ema oba fie obeye cleaning work and say obeye cleaner ewo ho tinya de a odo broni betimi ne maami Akosuah Serwaah yepe timu a mutimi dia no so na mo yes anoma no mo behwe ya mo hwe abusua one way every team legal wise for me pese be kwa ko he video no na wa hu de course
I say hey go for with my Jimmy oh and am my grandpa would him say a big criminal offense and it's like into because I don't want to keep explaining it. It's my like a PowerPoint presentation for me. Yeah, group number that told her mom. The seriousness of that kind of offense, the seriousness, ufa, once it is crumpled without proper without permission now, and the crumple you're a criminal right to administer the estate without documentation from the High Court. It's a serious offense to move estates, move properties around, allocate properties around, do certain things. And people keep talking about Mr. Penny. He will be facing criminal act if he allows this woman to bring him into that kind of mess. Daddy Lumba's situation is not like some guy in some village and you're gonna do what you want to do with him. That is Daddy Lumba. The whole world is watching. His wife, his real wife, is the one who her money is what made Daddy Lumba. They built what they built. They have properties and everything together. Do you think that you will be able to move money, move cash without it being traced back? Because even if it was cash in a house, for example, just before Daddy Lumba passed, he did a show. The money came in. We will be able to trace that equally with the contract that was signed. Gone to prison and had to pay the money. I don't think people understand, because Ghana, they believe Ghana is so corrupt that they can do this, and they can, like Ebenezer can drive cars and do whatever he wants, and because he's got connection, he'll be able to. I mean, no connection can help you when the whole world is watching and scrutinizing every move. And also the people whose asset you're playing with were smart enough to do inventory the minute the person passed, because they know the kind of character you are. So the fact that you think you can use Baba and Co to write a letter to tell the lawful wife she can't come to this property, she can't do this, she can't do that, because there's a will, that the Lumba's lawyer. All of this was intermeddling with Lumba's affair. All of this is not only a civil matter, but it's a criminal action, criminal case. So it just is it drives me mad to like look at it, know that there's very strong laws in Ghana as well for it, and think the people who are very uneducated can come online and start rah, rah, rah. There's this. First, the issue was there's a will. Okay, maybe there is a will. Maybe there is an executor. Maybe the executor says there's no will. Now there's no will but why they will pay with the estate. Am I Jimmy and you're meeting online, say you have committed a criminal offense and the people you're supporting has committed a criminal offense. That is the most. If Ghana let this go, no, they have embarrassed themselves beyond. And as people, as you know, for me, as Akosuah Serwaah supporter, I will never let this go. Because first of all, they disgrace my country. Second of all, they cannot disgrace my mom. So I wanna make it clear to you that a lot of the things that's going on is not only just a civil thing. They're probably bitten more than they can chew. All the changing names, trying to change documents. It's like you've got someone who's wicked, who's trying to do things, but they don't have the proper legal entity, legal advice, or legal support in place to allow him to do what she needs to do. So she's trying to cut corner, take what she can't want, and the law does not allow this woman to do what she's doing. And it's really bizarre that a law firm like Baba & Co. are now distancing themselves when there's a legal letter that they wrote. And that legal letter that they've written that has been served to the Akosuah Serwaah is a clear evidence of them intermeddling with the affairs of the deceased. Doesn't make any sense, which is a civil issue and a criminal matter. Anyway, sorry, I hope I've answered the questions. Sorry, everyone's gone quiet. Any question?
Yes, you did.
But I'm so wesi nipa na
Wesi from here.
Asa no wesi nti so obi be kasa.
Hey baby, be kasa.
Oh, bibi abeso ka betimi afosro.
Obi a request ma me accept no. Okay, this is Hamid.
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, Joanna. I saw you at the other side. So, like, from where the guy was reading all the paperwork,
I'm glad you are here.
I believe that Lumba's house was the crime scene. She lawyered up to cover up something because nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense. Like, I'm so confused and disappointed in the Ghana system. Because honestly, this should have been something that they should have looked into before even he was buried. Because, like, honestly, I have a husband. If he dies, I will not lawyer up because I have nothing to hide. Why did she lawyer up in the first place? That's the big question.
Because it was planned.
To me, I think I should leave now because, like, my heart is broken. I'm sorry, I have to go. Can you please drop me? Like, unbelievable.
This Ahmed, thank you so much.
The thing is very, very sad. Any question? I'm so sorry, sister. If you're still listening, so sorry.
What happened?
I just think it's just a sad topic. It's a very sad topic. Also, I want to say something, and I know not everybody's gonna agree, but I do want to say something. I think with Team Legal Wives, we need to be a little bit more firm on certain people, especially if they break the code and they say things demeaning, disrespectful, or they entertain a topic, people who are doing demeaning and disrespectful, or they say anything disrespectful and demeaning about Akosuah Serwaah. Now that lady Chickle one or Chickle whatever her name is called, I don't really like the fact that we are playing games with her. Like she comes on to like those games, you know, the games you play, and then she comes on and we compete with her and all that stuff. We are literally enabling her to make money because we were competing with her and all that stuff. And I just think this is one thing that my Asian friend told me about. If you're playing a cause, you're not supposed to be. Ghanaians don't fight like seriously. I don't understand why. But we still entertain this girl. We play games with her. She's gone too far. You can support Broni. We can still laugh and go with you. But someone like she's not one person who's like, oh, I support a broni, but she's very respectful to Marcus. I said, well, she's not. She's very disrespectful. She comes out and says really disrespectful and degrading things about Marcus Serwaah. And to me, if I ever see her in a game with one of my team, I will not be supporting that person in that game or be entertaining that game. I think Team Legal Wife needs to start learning their boundaries. You know, you shouldn't be in the same platform with her. I think when someone does too much, you have to cut them off, and she can't be eating on the same, table as us when she's so disrespectful to the person that we're fighting for. Like today, when I saw her talking again, I was just thinking, this is the reason why I dislike this girl whenever I see her. This is the reason. And I'm yes.
I had a question, but finish when you're done.
No, I'm finished. I'm.
So I did see a video of her talking about
this.
I saw a video of her talking about Charlene. She's speaking with Charlene. Is there a way Charlene can sue her if she hasn't really spoken to her?
What you say? I saw a video. What?
I saw a video of that lady, the chicken, whatever her name is, talking about, oh, Charlene, when himself fraying, me, da. Can Charlene sue her if Charlene hasn't spoken to that chicken girl?
Please, Enyampa, Onen Kasai, I hate
question
that
girl. Me say, Enyampa, the Charlene met me as you, Nana.
Charlie, let's get something very clear.
Because it's really annoying.
No, but Charlene, I know it's annoying, and maybe our sister Charlene will now learn from this era. And I, who really I would, to me, I hope this is a big lesson for her, Charlene. So Charlene should learn that your true you cannot replace your true family with people these kind of people. And Dobroni is not your family. She never will be. Like, she's the mother of your siblings, your step siblings, but she's not your mother and she's not your family members, and she doesn't want what's best for you. These people are talking to you because you have the upper hand. They're speaking to you and they're trying to be nice to you because if you join up with your mother, you guys would be unbreakable. If they were united with their mother from the beginning, do you think the mother this issue would have gone as far as it's gone to? But it's the whole thing of trying to be civil or trying to play, both. This is why we are where we are now. And hopefully this is a lesson she's learned, because Obata said Chico can even come and speak about her. To me, is this like that kind of girl is not on the same level as Sister Charlene,
at all.
Like that. Look at Akosuah Serwaah have the audacity.
Only check, but I am anyway. Why? Cause screen recorders for no more far. I would say I'm recording will be interject here. Comment section for any bufu and pamucho.
To me, so that is the sad thing. That is what is sad for me, because even a week before this whole thing happened, we had offered on the thingy, you can have an independent lawyer for just you and your siblings, and they will just be independently for you. So we could have resolved all of this for them, rather than her rather than her going to them for support, whatever. But it's happened because by doing that, you now have people like this girl who's not in your class. She's not a person who should ever even think that she should be able to speak to you, Daddy Lumba ba penny, to say, wow, what Germany who she have to become a lawyer, not get away, or sell pure water. Ebe jinaho, ebe do attempt, I will TikTok so. Where dear, airtime po, grandpa airtime. I've been honest with you. Time when I was watching it, Grandpa, it made me want to throw up, because this kind of girls, and then if yes, it's nigga, this kind of girls, and then she's gonna come online and say things like, "You are lucky. Don't make me talk to you like this." It's like, to me, is we should never get to the point where people like this fool is able to speak to Minya Charlene like that. But it's happened and we'll learn from it. But I do believe Charlene should take action and should serve the relevant people with the relevant cease to desist letters. Akosuah Serwaah should be receive a cease and desist letters. She should cease and desist saying anything about her, the children and their mother. That one, dear, is so easy. We just need Akosuah Serwaah to approve so we can serve them with cease and desist letters directly to the place where they live. Please don't write it here. But if anybody knows or is able to obtain the full address of Akosuah Serwaah, her real name and the full address of where she is in US, please put it in my DMs. The minute my mom gives me the permission, I will instruct personally a lawyer to send her cease and desist letters, because these fools should never be put the 2 cents into mums. You can say whatever you want to say about that, Lumba and whoever else, but don't ever make false allegations or say anything about Akosuah Serwaah Fosu when she or want a brand or cramp now or That's my view on it. So the answer is yes, she should. The answer is all of them should, because nobody has a right to speak about them in that way. And if they knew just how strong they are and they can come together collectively and help fight this with their mom, one day they will thank everybody. They will thank me. None of these people in Ghana that they speak to or pretend that they're trying to help them are trying to help them. All of them are opportunists, looking for a payday, looking for a check. And before you realize, these opportunists, no marks katao papaja padenina. They're criminals and opportunists. And then they don't love you. They don't care about you. They care about what they can do. If they make it out like we're all family, you can't do this. It's all guilt trip. They will use you until you're no longer valuable to them. And I'll explain something to you as to why they are even jumping and happy. I will one day in the back door, I will tell you what they made you do, the impact it's going to have on you in the future. I'll explain it to you, thingy, because I don't want to say it loud, just in case. The impact that it's going to have on you, if you want it later, I don't think that lawyer even explained it to you. But I will explain it to you one day. If I get the chance to speak to you, I will explain it to you. So don't ever think that even if they get you a lawyer, that they're acting in your best interest. Because if they were, they would have explained all the consequences behind it and made sure that you made an informed decision for yourself. Forget the impact on your mom, but even for yourself. But they didn't, because they wanted to weaken the force. They wanted to take one out, to weaken the force and the power your mom can have collectively with their children. So that's all I want to. I don't want to go into detail, because when I talk about it, it really makes me a little bit upset, and I don't want to even equally say anything negative about you, Charlie, because I see you as a sister, and I see that you're probably going through a very vulnerable time in your life. Your emotions are all over the place. You're dealing with things one at a time, and things happen when your emotions are all over the place. So I have a lot of grace and a lot of love for you, no matter what. Any questions?
Yes, I have.
Okay, Queen's blocker, go ahead.
I wanted to ask this question because both.
Studio, thank you.
Was it the prophet? I can't remember his name. Bo Siakon, if I'm getting the name right. He was saying something about demonstration in Ghana, and I was thinking that would be the great idea, but I can't remember one particular man died in Ghana when John Mahama came for the first time. The family and those that loved that man went and gave a letter to the president, and they did something about it. So if they can organize something in Ghana and then go there and submit a letter to him, I think something will happen if we can do that. That's what I wanted to say. If it will help.
Yeah, I think once I recover from this, I plan on, like even in the UK, I plan on going back for a sit down and conversation, and I do think that if no one in Ghana will do anything, I think I will take a trip to Ghana personally myself, to be fair, and I'll hand petition directly and ask for a meeting. They can only say no. But I do agree. I think those who are in Ghana, the one thing I love about everyone in Team Legal Wife is we're all very passionate. But one thing I think we can improve on is the actual action. You know, if those who are in Ghana get up, and if you need someone to draft it for you so you can take it, I will draft it for you. But, you know, if you need some resources to sort out a peaceful demonstration, I will give you some resources. But, you know, I'm all the way in the UK, and there's little I can do all the way in the UK. Even when I was doing the one in UK, there was, you know, a lot of, to be honest with you, the last week or so, there was a lot of leaders within that were sharing. I'm not talking about you, Emma, because you shared from the beginning. And Tiwa was really good. She actually gave me a whole. She left a note. She's really good. But there were others that didn't even, you know, give it time. That were based in the UK, and I knew Tiwa couldn't because of her leg and her mobility. But there were others that could, but didn't come along. So I do feel like nobody's going to take us seriously unless we show them we are committed to this, unless we do a lot more to put the pressure on. And there are people who say, well, I have the connection and I can do this, and people should have reached out to me. I really wish those people who do have the connection, who can do this, don't wait for me or anyone else to reach out to you. You know, go forward, use your connection, use your, you know, people that you know, and get petitions to them. Ask for a meeting. I will gladly, you know, put my face out and attend meetings, speak to the right people. But I'm in the UK, and there's so much I can do. But I think you're 100% right. And it's like we need to do things in key countries like Ghana, Germany. Things need to happen there, and it needs to happen there urgently.
Yeah, because I thought the way they went to meet her at the airport, if we can do something like that, even if there is not a lot of people, they can still meet at the place and petition the president about it. That would be nice, because the first we do it, then the government will also see what is going on. You get me? So that's the reason why I came up. So let me just drop and ask someone to come up too. Thank you.
Yeah, I do agree, Sarah. You have to do it back to back. You can't have a long gap in between the demonstrations. So yeah, you got to do it immediately. Everyone's gone quiet.
So his holy boss chick has not spoken. Boss chick.
Yes. I don't know, but when I was in here, when I wanted to flow about this Chico girl. Honestly, what?
No, Flo, please. I need
Yeah. Honestly, cause me when I say if they are playing games, and then when she comes on, and this other guy, me anything, but he's in Oka, legal wives, okay. Then when Oka say like Omokasu, Bianca Snokas, oh, me legal wives, and then she just opened her big mouth and start talking. I'm like, wait, girl, wait. I just hope, say, Name man embre, ni wiasim, ombre na ombre ma bema. And la ombre ma bema. She should sweat like ombre pamo husa wa pre. No abrama bema. You open that mouth of yours to talk about mamia woo ebushiani. You can't be a boom cry. You won't even get one in the family. Mamia wa bo bratitene mane mampono enketwano. Undruba kumpo. They were well educated, well brought up. Untin kolana no ne brofo. How wise they are. Although mo try say, mo be use just I don't know how. How you think you can use my own child to fight me? How is that possible? Samunya beifua mami onwa brain kunu for all these years. And you think, but I was very, very happy when Charlene Eba Kasayan, and then I was watching it first. I was like, you know what? Wait a big blow to you people, because the first year she even spoke, no, watamoto, and then you can't stand it. So what be defending the mommy, and you if you're Schwarzenegger, oh my boys we mumpono, you treasure them we mo. Riffraff sankola we mo, you treasure them. No mami a wa brain say ni awo afia Schwarzenegger ukofa boy yanka boy yidi ensuo hunahuna wi wa de be ma foforo to feel o say dai abrakoi me share say ngome ho na me kwaje butia na be your wedding. Such a disgrace. O kwaje butia na koye be ma wedding. No oba no so no be ma bobra. Now so common house girl awo no on sorry anopa enye errands po onim said dey solid 6 o'clock efa snow mu e dey kwala ko school e ko adwuma e betwi adan. I mean, she has never in a miserable life work na na busuafo etimi come and report they did not so na we drown be di ono akwala ono abobra ne ma me ne papa le good foundation amomu na wo. So one could live one way word life to another. You end up paying Bema for grata. Now Bema na say use on top. And you think are you okay to disrespect Akwala yatet seno ya nyeno. Oh dear Akwala kaya. Or say I love my mom so much. So how did you oprega utifio at that moment no? Ote sano. Me no at that moment no me pedro ne manumewu. Because you can't just think you have caused a woman her children sanka father love nanka kolani benya all these years no. So mama Ghana enka omu papa, they will have to constantly have to come to Ghana before omu omu papa. And you think are you okay by first wife? Now papa meaning say he saw from afar how desperate you will get away you and your family are, because ka woman men peja no nkotena oba oye ni age efie baby asmo dia ubeye biano. You should know say the universe is watching all of us. You might not have the effect today, but edawenim me bom paye say praise lofori uboni awaye no enkonkwala no so you will face your sins yourself. You will face, cause obie bien na now odidi innocent kolari atem wo praise la oba boy you be gina also already to be me who akore am say akole dear, nothing can convince me sa akola no papa ne ba me who me kind. Ba wo dia blackmail papa ya. Wa wo bebre dia blackmail papa is but because ono so on pen ngwase anything no. And silently it was killing him slowly. Now I don't know how I will get who concubines dreams and more year boni we no. Wait me afa when just simple like that. What for will be sweat like that? How? Minim how I would me dream was her. Sanka ma mini be jail. Wo wunye jumada in your whole life. All the two documents, you know, say you were a businessman, a business woman. We know you and your family what you are capable of doing. You rape people. That is what the business you do. You rape innocent married men. That's what you do. Because how are you going to be a business woman when you have not done business before in your whole life? Unye jumada. You have never ever in your life worked. And Lumba kana di nkolani ko school. Chasa wudi onya shio. Wudi ane sawa ba bing. Then you are eating it. Udu onsa left and right in here dinu fuka. Na ebe choki u. Eyemre kakrebi. Wudi dine sa. Sa Bible sensa nye jumane. Endidi o. Priscilla enye ye ne ka yo Bible. Se ensa enye jumane endidi. And then before you lie on the bed, you just don't stand and just lie down. Uba koto answer the wada. Etu die omo yodiom no. Diomachi sa omo ne eye for their selfish interests so. Diomachi na emran ni na do we are. Ubo so no mo nyina twa omo one by one. No mo twa omo. No much more, but then you will be left with nothing. Yana metis and kofo say, Priscilla say, was so aye too late. That girl no, you are free. She's the next person. She can never ever be trusted and get close to Mami Akosuah. Never. Cause you don't know the action in some or the behage mameno. Although any juma. But she can never ever be trusted. And you're too late. But near Kolawe, onye na so was she can never change. They were in Sako Shimno, they were in Nesisino. I mean, it is too late for her. Ultimi me pama mi Akosuah cho said ye. No. Get your ass out there and work. To take care of those children now. One woman, not with someone else's sweat. It doesn't happen. Are they? Now what down on some what frustrating my means are they? I wonder how she sleeps and wake up in the morning and feel okay. I mean, how? So we ni papa. How do you sleep comfortable? Wanda? What sorry in another woman's sweat? No wanda. Hey, are you strange? Oh, cause girl with me drip no I just don't get it. How? By all means, okay. Who are that the lumba? Fine. On a woman, that is okay. How do someone else's sweat become your sweat? Why worry, Papa? So what? Did you work for the? For the house you are living in? No. Yeah, two assassins. You cannot press like a. So how do you fight for properties you don't know how it was made? Now, by all means, now when yanko fobi swa, omuni ni pa kuma. And a da omuyem. So they think, hey, okay. I don't know why you praise like you are giving them. Because as you said, you are a businesswoman. Now who make stupid promises with someone else's ultimate promise you will be mema of fear, mema the hair. Now to what a block that. Uni said a cement boat here. Would you be sweating at me bow? Now praise that crown polo. Who nipa praise that make you so silly promise no. I was so to Musa Sakra when I hear Juma. Esi sa dina. Who she says that me the bema. Said the India. because she didn't suffer for it. She didn't work for it. Cry. So she thinks easy for her to go for it. Now, what check when him say disappointed bride. Now we did a did you obi mami asem. Ube did that, I am very happy. We should sanko for we mudi odo broni chia na. You can just tell. Omo ye disappointed people. Oma kodi obi ekun echi. Amboa omu be ma bidi oma wo be ma ni mfi omu. They are just there talking things about what they don't even have an idea of. But Princella, say dear, you don't have conscience. You don't. Meaning say no man I don't you don't have heart. Only human heart. Some me dimming your bonnet pan and so how are you fighting over me? Miama dia matoesio. Uni me kuo. How? Now Prince like I saw man Emma womb. We ask the obey bia. Eye nature. You must face it. Ube face it. Oh maba. Maybe enkolani dienam ma wankosia bema wan hwa bema no wo yire papa no konya bema o wo yire bonia ya koku why go and fight for your daughter say oni ni kunu na abre why ya kokoku by first wife by first kuna no krasu wo hu ye who kunana cry and na mami we di abe na minim de ya omupe okunani by force kuna anyway.
Someone is asking me one in America, can that Chico one. Chico. I don't know if I'm boycotting. Maybe I'm serious. So, who's so be a game? So, the boy, means my boycotting me. I'm in Nipa now or in a bob game. No,
now says, yeah,
any team legal wife with Nini Gina game was so bad. On me, team legal wife, and it's my boycotting on this one. Because at the moment, no, it's a hashtag boycott Chico one.
I think you're cool. For bet me stupid so low with
that girl. We can't be mixing with her. We can't be like in the game. No, because now like we're one. We're not one.
And then me call one of me person me body no me call na me catch her. Ni pa say on drop no. Opusa me say. And then I'm saying nah. I mean yentimi mfa ye hu nkofrefra. Recording wafa attach him. It doesn't happen like that. No, it doesn't happen like that. Yeah, you're too decent. Serious.
You know, even Despite campaign we only had a little bit, but we still boycott Despite. Now it's stupid girl way. I bet you know how akasa. You need to boycott that Chico as well. So I mean, anybody? I mean, I will never support that team legal wife. But on the game, no, I'll never support them again. I'll never run roads to even the team legal wife. No.
Says baby or no because these are the people who are like they use this for some advantage and get whatever because when she's not being on a pay list and the funny part is this girl this house girl Priscilla Ofori is taking another person's sweat. I mean, na Priscilla, emrani ba si no mana we reality channel. Oba kwa jini nyina bo tu kai obi a kai so be kai obi a fa pen paper na trotro to. Kwa sa emrani ba uba jibibia to the last pin. We mu nyina we na me hwe sa chicken nene.
It's only pacho minchawa no. Shy baby pacho waka seria met me su kakana mafobi. He's only Pachamo.
Endu me so ye kasa.
Ah, okay. He's only Kasa.
I will say, when I watch these kind of people, they are hungry people. You understand me? So chicken, mami nia, the whole entire family, your whole family. You wish to have just Mami Akosuah in your family. Now you are going to compare this.
Right, abusua mami hu adwenkyerɛ under the comment section ho. So wa wo de wani ene waso etie de course. Media ne jobless. Aha ye kasapa media Ghana. Medi mu besia.
You are watching Kasapa Media.